Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review slash Wraggys Taproom. And good evening all. So I just had to quickly eat my dinner and get my backside up here, so I'm a little bit behind. And hey, I'm here. I'm hurrying up. Apologies. So yeah, big apologies for that. Got there in the end, and just managed to eat my dinner in time. I blame the wife, but she'll probably like that. Said that anyway. So hope everyone's okay. Ditch these out of the way. Oh, I have got a load of crap to clean up, to be honest. So, Vocation Brewery night. Looks like my Vocation glass is dirty, so I'll have to use another glass. Is what it is. But good evening, all. What a win today. Hey, Jesus Christ. That was some win. I just plug my adapter in and then I'm all set. Yeah, I'm still very much sober. Yeah. But what a win, though. Jesus Christ. Nearly knocked the glass over. Weren't expecting that for Forest. You know, obviously, like everybody, you all hope you're going to get a good win like that. But yeah, certainly weren't expecting it. And there we go. Nearly got my computer up and running. Here we go. Back in the beer shed. So, Vocation Brewery. I'm ready for a beer now, by the way. And there we go. Let me put the comments on so I can see them properly, and more importantly, not see my own face, because seeing your face twice is bad enough. See it once is bad enough, but twice is so. Good evening, everyone. What a cracking win for Nottingham Forest. However, funny, but we're going up to Yorkshire now, and funnily enough, we're going up to Yorkshire when we play at Huddersfield, so that'll be a laugh. Going up to Yorkshire when we play at Huddersfield. What? That'll be a laugh. That's better. Apologies. You got Raggy in two places then. Yeah. Let's turn the sound off. I don't think I've done this before, would you? So, there we go. Yeah, so yeah, it is at home, yeah. Who do you support, Liam? Out of curiosity. Obviously, Nottingham person. Always interesting. Two Raggies here. We don't want two Raggies. One's enough. Jesus Christ. So, first Vocation beer of the night. Life and Death, their classic IPA. Probably one of the beers, good evening, Jackman. One of the beers that they're most well known for. Is it one of the first beers? I don't watch my own videos. Jesus Christ, I can't even stand to see myself on TV. It's bad enough. Arsenal. Yeah, it's bad enough that I have to watch myself back when I'm doing beer reviews, like I am now, where you've got it in front of you. It's like, oh God, I'm seeing myself on video. Don't really want to be fair, but it is what it is on that side of things. So yeah, Life and Death, hoppy, tropical, and citrusy. And for those who don't know, Vocation Brewery at 5 p.m. tomorrow are releasing, and they've only got 450 barrel-aged beers. They're releasing them, Daphne and Shane. They're releasing them at 5 p.m. tomorrow. I'm not sure what the actual barrel-aged beer is because it doesn't say anymore. But it's 5 p.m. tomorrow. So if you get one, you might be lucky. I dare say there'll be a good 10 quid or so. I can't stand watching myself, Thomas. Absolutely hate it. Even if it's a funny video and someone says to me, "You was really funny on that." I did a couple of drunk beer reviews and I couldn't even watch them back. About a couple of weeks later, I thought, shall I watch them just to make sure they were okay? And it's then I posted them. I think I posted. Can't remember posting them straight away because it was so god awful. But yeah, ready for a beer now. Obviously a classic one. And one of these days I should be getting myself up to Vocation. Nottingham's Craft Beer Festival looks to be an amazing beer festival. Yeah, it's going to be a barrel age start, isn't it? Definitely. So there we go, one of the classics. I have reviewed this on the channel some time before, but it's not long after it was released. Over in Asda at some stage, I presume. Was it Asda? Was it Morrison's? It's definitely one of them. No Vocation had a big presence at that stage in Asda. And for those who don't know what it is, if I can find me magnifying glass. So, Vocation's Life and Death. It says it's 3 kilos of hops and 40 kilos of barley selflessly give their life to make every barrel of our punchy bestseller. 3 kilos of hops in one barrel. When I think that when I do a brew, that I use nowhere near that amount, so it just goes to show you. It's a lot to ask, but our new life as this hop-forward US style IPA makes their sacrifice worthwhile. Surrender yourself to fruit-forward flavors with dashes of sharp citrus, followed by a lingering and bitterness, set against a smooth malty base, Citra and Mosaic. For those, some spec. I'll tell you what, I think I need to. Yeah, I do seem to be getting worse on the old eyes, unless it's just the shed. Because you know, when I'm out in a normal shop, I can read perfectly. Oh, bottled your Big Dipper, eh? I think I might sell my pint, to be honest. I think can't see me buying unless they were going to bring out some Imperial Start kits. Don't see myself wanting to. It's the cost now. We've added postage as well. The cost. Ooh, evening with cloud water. Bless you. That does sound good. Bournemouth 1 up against Bournemouth. You never know with the FA Cup. He's selling your pint to 1. How much do you reckon you'll get for it? 30, 40 quid? With the brew deck on, what do you call it? I've got a couple of kits as well. A couple of kits, pinter, and it's a nice toy. You know, I've had some good beers with it. I've got some good free beers with it. So it's not cost me out in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, not with what I've got for it, but I definitely think that it's 40 quid easy, right? Yeah. So if I tell a mate 30 quid, yeah, he's getting a deal. I'm still getting a bit. I can go out and buy myself a barley wine kit, then obviously 40 pints. Barley wine at 8%. Job do proper good. This is the thing, isn't it? Next day after you've been on a bender, you do not want to be going to work, and you certainly don't want to be driving. Not at all. But it's nice to get out there, that's for sure. So, location. Whoa. Back in the beer room, back doing a live. See how long till I upset the wife, but these things happen as they do. I don't think doing 2 on a row will help today even, but there you go. Good evening, Mr. Gotek. How are you? For the rugby, I am not a keen fan of rugby, to be honest. Same again, cricket. I can't jump cricket. I just find it so goddamn boring. And why let someone belt a ball towards your face in a crowd? And could you imagine being in the crowd, not taking notice because you're pissed, and someone's walloped a ball and it kills you? I'm surprised there's not more deaths in cricket stadiums. I really am. Obviously, that's just my assumption. Whether it's actually the what happened in the stadium, that's another thing. But yeah, that's just my assessment of the situation. I'm probably wrong. And probably by the time it gets anywhere near to the stands, it's just not got charged on it. I don't know, I plugged it in. Yeah. I'd duck out of the way in the pub, in the bar, and watch it from the bar with my head out the window. Yeah, that'd be the best way, wouldn't it? If you're there getting steaming, then really it don't matter, does it? I suppose if you're in a crowd of people, someone's going to put their arm up to try and reach out for it, aren't they? You'd just be really unlucky if you're the one to get walloped by it. It's, although I've sat in the crowd of football and been walloped by football, that bloody hurt, I know. And that was a football, not a bloody little ball that's been belted. Yeah, I think if you're lucky in life, that sort of stuff happens, doesn't it? So I've noticed that the phone is about 10 seconds ahead of the pop out chat, which is quite funny because I struggle to read it on the phone. It's so damn small, and yet on there I can see it quite easily. And I haven't turned the fire on. It's chilly in here. So let's turn the fire on. Get wound up. I did say I was going to be down here and now. Try not to blow myself up. Shoot. Get on the floor. Right, that's it. I love it when you get flashback and it burns jeans. Lovely. Right. That's back in the room. I'll not be steaming tonight, so yeah, I might get some sort of red card tonight. You've got to warm up, haven't you? It's still, I mean, it's February, but we've still got a good month and a half. Yeah, they're all full. Yeah, yeah. I chuck all my empty ones in the bin. I don't see any need for storing full beers behind me. Uh, would you? Unless they were your box ticking beers, then I could understand that. Or beers of irrelevance. Like for me, there will be, even when I've drank all the Wraggys Golden Ale, there's going to be a bottle of Wraggys on the back wall. But that's for me for obvious reasons. But I can understand why people keep box stickers. On the last one till 10:30 yesterday. Oh, thing is, the next day you need a day off, don't you? You need a day off from that food. You just can't keep hammering your body that long. Throws them back with water. Yeah. No, all totally full. There's some expense on the wall at the back of it. Can you imagine? Yeah, there's definitely some expense in the background. That's why the walls are ever changing. Good evening, Craig. Oh God, Forest were amazing. Yeah, but I'm sitting there, and because I suffer with stress, I'm sitting there stressing, watching, thinking they're going to bollocks in a minute. They're going to let the ball in, and it's not going to end well. And to be fair, they did well. And the only balls up was a stupid moment from the Forest keeper. They were just not there. They were not in the house tonight. A bit like Forest last week at Cardiff. We didn't show up. But obviously we showed up tonight, so all's good. Some good bites on that. Good citrusy bite. So for those that have just come in, if you haven't already had the email or all been on social media, Vocation Brewery. Yeah, that Garner's a good player as well, Jackman. Vocation Brewery are dropping a big barrel aged beer at 5 p.m. tomorrow, 450 bottles. And yes, the bell's been rang. Yes, very good. Yeah, it was a moment of stupidity by that keeper. God knows what he was thinking about. I mean, I think our players are pretty fast. We've got speed and technical ability. And right, John. Yeah, because Glen Speen, is that one of the breweries that's near where he goes on holiday? And I was there when that happened. And then later on, he said something about a blue monkey, and obviously I didn't really know what that was about. Yeah, cheers, thank you for that. Johnson's looking very good. And no, keep your hands off. No, no, we're not selling him. Forest need him to take us up. But we also need to get Graben back. I mean, to say Graben wasn't there, and Graben's our talisman. We look really good, even without Graben. Goals from all over the squad. As a squad goes, this looks a very interesting squad. It does. It's. Did they bring me on for the last 5 minutes? Oh, well, last 5 minutes. About 100 yards down the pitch, and you're like, oh, God, I'm knackered. I'm going in. And the funny thing is, I can work. I can push a mower all day, do 19 miles of pushing mowers, and yet running a few hundred yards, and I'm like, oh, God. Funny how out of shape you are. You think you're in shape. You think you're fit, even if you're still slim. You might think you're fit, but in goal, what are you saying? They're fat. If I was the water boy, they'd be on the good stuff. Graben's 34 now. Yeah, he's out for 2 weeks, but if he's back for Huddersfield, that'll be summer. I don't know when we play Huddersfield. That I don't know, to be honest. Left back in the dressing room. I'd want to stay back in the dressing room and all. Although maybe not in the dressing room. It's stinky old smelly blokes when they've been running around for an hour and a half. I think I'd rather sit in the stands or sit in the, on the luxury box. So did Wales lose then, I take it? Did England play? I've no idea. I don't really watch rugby or take notice, to be honest. I watched the World Cup final once in, was it 1993? When was it 2003? When we beat Australia, and oh God, it was the longest hour and a half watching England play. Yeah, absolutely killed me. But it was 2003 now, or might have been 2003. I feel sure it was it. England lost as well, though. There you go. All teams go through transition, don't they? You can't have all the goals all the time. You can't win all the time. You've got to have a year where a team is full of young players and you transition. Although England's football team, I don't know if we'll ever get to that stage ever again. We've got close, but will we ever really get there? Good evening, Paul. I take it you're a Leicester fan then. Yeah, Leicester. If I was a Leicester fan, I'd be disappointed with their defending. Where the hell was their defence? And not only that, we're macaroni. I mean, the only chance really, Forest ballsed up on the Forest goalkeeper ballsed up on that. It should have been 4-0 or even 5 or 6-0, really. But there was, yeah, Forest were very good today. God, I wish they could play like that every week. We'd be some team. They're playing as a team and they're playing very, very good. Yeah, I mean, Forest played good, but Leicester just didn't play that great. And where the hell's Vardy? I would have thought Vardy would have come on. I mean, Vardy is a talisman. And is he injured or is he retired? Obviously, I know he's getting a bit on a bit now. But yeah, I didn't. I didn't think it'd be anywhere near that sort of goal. I thought Forest. Well, you'd hope Forest might just snatch a win, but not the way as much as it did. The man who invented poker has passed away. Rest in peace. Shall I get that one? Oh, I've got some strength in the taste on this life and death. Me personally, hoping that Vocation bring out the Imperial Banoffee like we did last year. It was this time last year. I paid for the Imperial Banoffee, and I'm hoping it comes out again. Although that barrel age release they've got tomorrow, 450 bottles rather, 450. You rip. Oh. Yeah, rip. Yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I need a drink. I really need a drink. But yeah, as for the Banoffee, really hoping they bring that out again, and it would definitely be on my list of beers to get. And the Moley one that Mersey Beers gifted me. I know I got there in the end. It's been a long day, tired, but I had the grandson round. Knackers out. Good evening. It was a good fit. It was a good show for our man Crummy last night, and he's going to be joining me next week over at Navigation Brewery for a brewery tour. So that should be good. He's a big lad as well, Crummy is. If you've ever seen him in real life, he's tall. I thought he was a bouncer when he came up to me. It's like, Jesus, this bloke's tall. Fire Rock, I can't wait to go to Fire Rock again. Yeah, I need to get it on my agenda of beer stuff to do. And yeah, definitely need to get it on the agenda. I'm hoping that Bang the Elephant beer comes out soon. It's been a while. It was supposed to be out just after Christmas. So whether they've had a rebrew or whether it's just needed a lot longer to age, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was a good show for him last night. 12 hours. Not sure if I'd do a 12 hour. I'm not quite 4'9", but yeah, I was 5'8" at one stage, but I'm 5'7" now. I don't know what's happening there. God, do you get smaller as you get older? Oh, the NCBF Jagman, got to be, it's got to be done again. Yeah, try not to get so drunk this year, eh? Hey, and that's talking to me as well, not just you. But try not to get too steaming too early. But I want to stay for the after party as well this year. Like when they go around to the old Castle Rock pub around the corner and meet with the brewers, because that's where the brewers go. All the breweries go around there afterwards for a beer till about 1 in the morning. They do it to cool down after being there all night. So Fire Rock have already given you a sample. Hey, fair play. What's the highest ABV beer I've had? 67%. If you can actually class that still as a beer. I was thought that anything above 23% legally is not classed as a beer. Whatever that Brewdog freeze distilled, but they're still distilling. So for me, it's got to be fermented to be still classed as a beer, really. But obviously, yeah, I did the 67%, and then that's been, there's a new one called Belfer Fire, and that's 75%. I think I'm going to get that for my 3,000 subscriber. Yeah, although my subscribers have died off massively recently, so it might be a long time. Gives me a chance to save up, and I look forward to it. That alcohol-free stuff was grand, full of flavour, hops, citrus, tastes nice. Yeah, bloody that alcohol-free stuff. Whoa, it wasn't nice. No wonder it was only 25 pence, but it's gone now. It's gone. I ain't got to ever see it again. And if I find the other, I think I've got another bottle somewhere. So I'm sure I bought 2 of each. I'll give one to me mate and say, "Oh, try this beer." Yeah, you might like it. I need to go up on a Sunday. I'm not sure when, because I've got some busy Sundays, busy weekends coming up. I'm back on a 6-day week soon, so it's and I'm open to go to Blackpool soon as well, to be fair. 80% sanitized. Mm. Yeah, I mean that 75% stuff. Oh dear. I might do it, I might not, but we'll see how it goes with that. Yeah. I mean, I've done the 67%. That wasn't too bad. Stupid Chromebook. I've got some Mondays booked off work coming up. I have. Yeah, that'd be good. I've got some Mondays coming off. I've got to use 7.5 days before April. So, and I don't really need holidays at the moment. My job's so good, I don't need holidays. So I've struggled to take holidays, which sounds weird, but I do struggle to take holidays. And Neon Raptors, they've bought a new big beer out today, haven't they? Or they're advertising it on the tap room at least. Some big imperial maple jobber. Good afternoon, Mr. Merseybits. Having a beer with your roast dinner. I just had a roast chicken, roast chicken, sausage meat stuffing, carrots, Brussels sprouts, no, broccoli, cauliflower, roast tatters, and gravy. Went down a treat. Yeah, Neon Raptors bringing some nice stuff. Obviously, they're going to be at the Craft Beer Festival this year. Nottingham's Craft Beer Festival is shaping up to be very, very interesting. And yeah, Life and Death's nice. It's going down a treat. It's yeah, like a hazy, what do you call it? Hazy golden looking pour, depending on the light. Depends on the light, depends on what colour it looks. Chicken Big Mac. Wow. Sunday curry from Aldi. I had the chicken nuggets yesterday, they were nice. But nice hoppy nose, touch of citrus in the background, and certainly citrusy on the taste. And it is punchy. It lives up to what it says it is. Proper punchy on the taste. Roast chicken with jerk seasoning and veggie roast taters and mac and cheese on the side. Fair play there. So did you have a good weekend in Liverpool then, boozing? Good to see good to see a big meet up again. Might be up that area next weekend. Hopefully I'll get to a booths, see what beers they've got in a booths. If I'm up, are these booth stores, are they all over Liverpool, the Blackpool area? Because we're not going to stop in Blackpool. It's like being at Skegness. So I want to go to the Pleasure Beach, but I'm not stopping in them hotels nearby. Too many drunken idiots. And I don't do drunken idiots. Yeah. I'm one myself, so I don't want to do any more people. Sure shot. I'm not sure if it was the Cloudwater guy, to be honest. Booths all over the northwest. Ah, rightio. Yeah, I want to get a vintage. I want to get the vintage ale and see what beers they've got, as you do. Yeah. No webs. Yeah, I want to go to booths and so. Oh, they like it. Oh, they'll be open. They're not open after 5 o'clock on a Sunday, if memory serves me correctly. But we're going to stop over. We're going to drive up on the Sunday. Drive up on the Sunday, and then stop somewhere in the Blackpool area, just outside of Blackpool. And then I'll try and find one on the way home on Monday morning. That's the hope, but we'll see how that goes because it's all down to as for Hop, Skip and Juice. The initial release I didn't like. The second release I did enjoy. Yeah, the second release was much better than the first. I think I remember rightly last year when it was released into Tesco's that they changed it. Vocation roll with it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I ain't had them, but the naughty and nice imperial stouts, they all sounded nice. There's four different ones that came in a box set. They sounded absolutely awesome. So I want to be looking, if I'm looking for booths, I want to look for a large booths, supermarket. Yeah, I might do a beer haul from booths. Try and go in and not buy any beer before next week. Well, not try not to buy any beer. Although it's been slim pickings recently. Own Bargains was crap yesterday. Um, I picked up one beer. There was a West Coast Hawkshead Pale West Coast. Um, Asda didn't really have a great deal today. I picked up two from there, even though there was about five or six. Black Forest Naughty and Nice. Ooh. That was out them new ones at Christmas, was it? The 4 pack. I did see them, but there's only so many beers you can buy. It's it's that thing where what do I go to next? It's not easy trying to catch up with all the beers, which is why I'm now just going to focus on beers that sound nice to me. If it's a sessionable pale ale, I'll give it a miss. Um, if it's an impet, then it's probably always going to get in the basket. Saturday was the Baltic Triangle, Baltic round here. I did see that at Christmas, yeah, because I remember they did the vocation one. I remember they did some tastings, virtual tastings on one of their social medias, and I'm hoping that Vocation. I know they've done a Neon Raptor collab because Neon Raptor was up at Vocation the other week. There was talk of a Blue Monkey collab, Blue Monkey Brewery Vocation collab, which I think would be amazing for the likes of Blue Monkey, who for me need to start stepping into the craft beer market to evolve. Although Blue Monkey, their traditional beers are spot on. Hebden. Or was it a 6 can? I thought it was four. Is that an imperial then? The salted caramel chocolate. Yeah, I do fancy going up to Hebden because Hebden would be quieter than Leeds and Manchester. And to nip up to Vocation, go somewhere nearby, go to the tap. I think there's a tap room in Hebden, isn't there? I'm sure there is. And go to the tap room pub, whatever it is, and stop nearby and take the wife and go and enjoy a night up there. 8%, well, imperial strength. Job's a good one. Steady rolling man. Tell you what, there's a pub in Nottingham, a Lincoln Green pub, and they have steady rolling man on quite a bit. Good Lincoln Brickyard in Colton. Me and Craig went there, and a stunning amount of um, different craft beers that they have. Not just the old Lincoln Green stuff. I've not been to a Lincoln Green pub in about 8 weeks. Need to get back on the get back out to the pubs, do some supporting. Anyway, oh, wait for money to come in first. We do any supporting. So really enjoyed this from Vocation. Life and Death classic IPA. 6.5% does not taste like 6.5%. An old beer, one of their classic range, but still relevant, still got a good flavour to it, still quite punchy, really. Isn't it for the custard? Good evening, Mr. Bolton. Welcome to the beer room. Back in the old beer room. All the main brewery bars are in walking distance in Leeds. That's worth a trip up, isn't it? To get to Leeds, I'd probably need to get a train. Yeah, definitely a good 4.55 max. I think that's a valid score for something like this. English wine's never cheap. To say we live in England, you can get Australian wine cheaper. It's crazy, isn't it? £7.50 for a pint of craft. 10 pubs, 3 micro pubs. Right. So a good little small place. I like going places where it's quiet. Not so many idiots about. Certainly no fighters. Can't be done for that. We're going up in Nottingham. You know, you avoid pubs in Nottingham because you know that all it's all about blokes trying to impress the women and then want to fight each other. Can't be done for that rubbish. I have been to Leeds before. I was that on the way to Bradford. I had a Sainsbury's course, and I'm sure we took the train to Leeds and then got on a different train to get to Bradford. Something along. It was a long time ago. Yeah, got out in Bradford and quickly made to the hotel. I'll try and go up some stage. Get the wife with me. Drag ourselves up there. Well, I'm 50. You won't believe it, I know. But and I like it quiet. Yeah, I've seen enough of the fighting in my younger years, and not that I ever do any of that sort of thing, but I've certainly seen enough of it. Right. Oh, might have to see if there's any decent hotels there. About 2.5 hours from Nottingham. I know York is about 2 hours. £5.25 for a pint of Tennent's. It's all right having this minimum unit pricing, but that's ridiculous, isn't it? Tennent's is only 4%, isn't it? £5.25 is steep for a bloody pint. £4.30 for a bottle of Budweiser. Right. Don't think I'd bother. Well, I've got a glass of wine. Yeah, no wonder you do brew your own. Yeah, I quite understand that. If I'm paying £5.25 for Tennent, I mean, in Nottingham, well, you look at the Wetherspoons pubs, you can get bloody Ruddles for a quid. Yeah. But you can get beer from £2 upwards. And I mean, I did pay a tenner for a pint the other week. A tenner. I didn't realise it was a tenner. There were no prices. So I says, it was an Imperial Stout. And I says, oh, I'll have a pint of that in tenner. I'm like, Jesus Christ, tenner. Yeah, very, very much luckily. I think I'd have sat there with water and give them a £4.30 for a bottle of Bud. Cheeky, innit? But that's where pubs get you, though, don't they? They put the boxing on, and they know you're going to drink, so they'll maybe raise the price on that night. Maybe. Prices are ridiculous, aren't they? There'll be riots soon. They need to be very careful with the gas and electric prices. 500 beers in your garage. Jesus, it's more than I've got. Yeah, I ain't got that. So, next on the old list, because 41, 7:39, so 7:41 rather. So, hop, skip, and juice. And Hazy pale ale. We'll get the old magnifying glass out. So a beer that will get lips hopping and mouth skipping. This tropical pale ale is jumping with juice and filled to the brim with feel-good flavour. Beers like this are the reason we leap out of bed in the morning. Hazy, juicy and citrusy. Similar to Life and Death in some ways. Delve into splashes of citrusy Simcoe and delicate drops of Citra, complete with a soft, juicy finish. Simcoe and Citra. ABV is 5.7, so a little bit less on the ABV. Party at Jagman's. Yeah. So yeah, like most people, I drank this the first time, didn't really rate it. The second time I drank it, much better. Chopsticks are hard. So same glass, not messing about, not reaching over there. It's making sure the beers don't go out of date. That's the thing, isn't it? Hey, I mean, I don't look at some of the dates on some of these beers on my back wall because I haven't fancied them, and I know that they're probably out of date. I don't care, but I know. Faith Hazy. Not sure if I've had Faith Hazy. I've had Faith, but was it Faith Hazy? Sure. So yeah, nice. Hazy looking pour. The yellowy orange pour, depending on the light. Inch of head. To be fair, I'm like that. Most beers I do like. There's not much I don't like. Stock checks. When do you get to drink them? If you're out boozing, when are you drinking? Go to the export side. Exactly. What am I doing there? Mangoes on the face. Yeah, that one's a bad beer. I'm wondering when Northern Monk are going to bring out North Star 4. Surely there's going to be another North Star soon. And maybe a Death Star 3. Be interesting to see how they go there. And then obviously you've got Buxton and Omnipolo. What's next? Because you've had the ice cream sorbet, haven't you? And then the new one they brought out. I can't remember what it was now. So be interesting to see if they bring new variations for female. Where do they go? North Star 4. Where do you go with that? I wonder. So back to work tomorrow. Hey, the weekends, I swear they go so fast. Yeah, I mean they had the almond, didn't they? Hazelnut, almond, Black Forest. So Black Forest was very different from the first two. Black Forest, North Star. I feel that if you like Black Forest, then you don't mind. Because if you don't like Black Forest, you ain't gonna like it. Help yourself to a drink. Jesus Christ. Hey, that's that devil talk, isn't it? 20 cans later. Yeah, right, mate. I've just 20 cans of your stuff. 3 more days off work. I've booked a load of days off, but I've had to book days off to be fair. 4 for 6, that's not a bad price, is it? You notice that all the supermarkets now have changed their pricing structure as they brought out the 4 for 3 last year. And now Morrison's have joined in that 4 for 3. I'm not sure if Tesco have as well, to be fair. But it's amazing how they're all. Yeah, I know you do, mate. It's amazing how they all change their pricing structures. And they all seem to have the same sort of pricing structures. Bang on bitter. 360-hour weeks in front of you. Ouch. I'm all right when I'm at work. The thought of doing like 60-hour weeks again. I mean, there was a time when I was in my 20s when I was doing 100-hour weeks, and they pan the shit out of me. Although, to be fair, the money was fantastic. Yeah, the money was absolutely spot on. But having no life, you think to yourself, I don't want to work them hours anymore. And even if you enjoy a job, working long hours, it's not easy. Saving 300 quid a month on petrol, probably even more now, Jack, man. Because you think how the petrol prices have shot up, probably even more than that. I'm a gardener, I am. So, yeah, I work at 2 hotels. So it's nice, 7 till 3, and free reign. And because of my experience and that, I don't get told what to do. I just, it's look after the gardens, make sure they look great, and quite easy for someone like me. But I'm also doing lots of projects, putting in new beds, bringing back stuff that's areas have not been touched for 20 years. Trust me, 20 years. A lot of brambles and bloody nettles and stuff, but it's getting there. I'm progressing at a nice pace. Might not get it all done this winter, and it's got a kitchen garden. I look after 12 acres. Yeah, does 80 at times, especially when you fall down manhole. But that's another story. Um, but yeah, and the job's good. Got the greatest boss you've ever met in your life. The man who owns it is top class. And, yeah. I don't get told what to do. Now and again, I might get asked, "Oh, can you just do this?" But very rare. Even that, very rare. 6.5% for an ESP. That's a good strength ESP. That is. Yeah. And gardening's never the biggest. No, I don't want to fall into a manhole. Jesus Christ! One trick I did. Took me a while to recover. Don't feel it anymore now. Yeah, well, this manhole was to a cesspit. It's got drains that run all the piss and shite in, basically. And yeah, turdies. They go through like a big macerator and it gets smashed to bits. And then it goes into another area where it drains off into the soil. So yeah, it's not nice. The smell. Yeah, thankfully, thank the bloody Lord, there was no piss and shit in the manhole that day. It was bad enough falling down it. Never mind getting covered. Yeah, in the spring it is, not so much in the winter. This time of year, now at this time of year, it's a bit chilly. And you have to work a bit harder to keep warm, never mind anything else. Getting your work. But in the spring and summer, really nice. It's much better. Damaged manholes down the orbit. Well, no, luckily there weren't. Yeah. But we had a pond where we used to drain all the year's worth of piss, shit, and everything else, all down the main drain into the sewer. If Severn Trent knew, and I bet they don't, but if Severn Trent knew that was going down like 1,000,000 gallons of piss, shit, bird shit, and whatnot, they wouldn't be very happy. I do wear thermals. You have to just keep warm. Yeah, it's not nice. It's not easy. Not easy at all. Especially in the countryside, because obviously you haven't in the cities it's a lot warmer than it is in the countryside. So in the countryside you have to, and I'm trying to do this. Lenton Lane Brewery Taproom. Have you noticed that they've got a pilot kit now? Keep tagging them in, but they don't seem very responsive, Lenton Lane. Yeah. Navigation, they're decent. They're all right. And Castle Rock are. Bang the Elephant, they've been. but some of the others are a bit quiet and they don't seem to want. They don't want to invite you around or like that. Although Blue Monkey did say to me before Christmas, we will try and get you down for a brewery tour after Christmas. So it is open and free beer. Oh yeah, I know what you mean there. Yeah. Yeah, the ones I've already reviewed, mate. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Because I've already reviewed some. So a Lantern Lane night might be on the cards. Everything I've already reviewed, if I've got two of them, so obviously want to do this, keep it about an hour and few damaged manholes at the Arboretum. Yeah. Apologies. I've just got it. The Arboretum, oh dear. There was lots of damage in the manholes. Yeah. I was never part of that shit, thankfully. Yeah. I had to close the toilets in the end because of the damaged manholes. Yeah. People in the background thinking, what's this damaged manholes business? Blokes going to meet other blokes and they're doing whatever they do. Toilets. Not nice. Yeah, cubicle too. Yeah. The fucking dog had a damaged back hole, never mind the bloke. They're jumping off the shelf. So yeah, definitely a Lantern Lane night coming soon. Um, that'll come up in a minute. Tell you what, Mark, it's scary, isn't it? Building sites are the worst. Half the time, the health and safety is crap. They're supposed to be the best place for health and safety, but people, they get complacent, don't they? I stood on this manhole, and I've stood on this particular bloody manhole loads of times since I've been there. Somebody must have dislodged it. So I stood on it straight down. I'm like, what was that? Got out of the manhole, and I'm like holding my legs. And it's Jesus Christ. Didn't take any time off work, and I didn't claim because I won't claim because. But you imagine a kid or an elderly person, more elderly than me, falling down that manhole, you break bones. There's a claim, it's a big claim there. But the shock to the system, Jesus, you're right. It took that happened. God, it must have been a good 4 months ago now. It's took a long while for it to disappear. The pain of it. A couple of weeks off at Christmas helped, and not doing gardening 6 days a week helped as well. But and I've not felt it. For the first few weeks, I felt every time I moved my leg in a certain way, I could feel it. But it's getting better. And to be honest, I can't feel it now, but I suppose I will when. The things we do though, when we don't put it in accident books, and then you get treated shitty by that a certain company, you think, why the hell did I not put it in the accident book? I could have claimed off another job falling through a roof, and I should have claimed. But you feel like, I'm just not that type of person. I wish I was, because if I hadn't been lucky, I could have died. And that was scary, but I was lucky. Falling from it was about 12 feet. So falling from 12 feet when you don't expect it. Luckily, it was into a garage and somebody put a hammock below. And I kind of fell into the hammock and then fell to the floor. So it broke the paint, broke the fall quite nice. It still fucking hurt. Still had bad back, bad legs, and that for quite, couldn't even, it was 5 weeks off work sick. Couldn't move. They didn't say anything at the time. So knock this off at the hour mark just to avoid a red card off the wife. And I'm quite sober, so that's a good thing as well, I suppose. At work in the morning, can't be getting too drunk. Although might sneak down for a swift one later. You never know. Sometimes you need to before you go to bed, don't you? Get that swift one down your neck. But great. chatting to everybody again, and hoping to give good notice in the future for like these taproom things where people can get the same beers and we do a bit of taste testing, one against the other. I might bring them back. I do like pitting beers against other beers. And let you know that Old Tom is being discontinued in Asda. Yeah, no more Old Tom in Asda. It was on their discontinued section earlier, been took off. So that's a bit of bad news for Robinson's Brewery. I mean, I suppose for any brewery, losing your beer off being listed is not good. You know, it amazes me how many of the Marston beers are listed. Lots of them. And again, when you own about 10 breweries, you can do that. Can't you? You can have your beers all over. Been a good one. Ginger Tom. Ginger Tom's nice. I do like Ginger Tom. Wanger. If you like ginger beers, Wanger was just absolutely amazing. See you later. Right. Nice hazy golden prawn, this. Like I said, the nose is nice, subtle, juicy. Easygoing citrusy beer. Never get Old Tom down here. Staffed in it. So, for this, for me, I was reviewing it, but I'm not really. A good 4.4 out of 5. Much better on the second iteration. B&M for Ginger Tom. Well, in Nottingham it is anyway. Depends where you are. But yeah, another crack from Vocation. And for those who've got pennies, tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, Vocation's barrel-aged beer gets released. 450 bottles. Watch the website break. 450 is not a lot of bottles. Hopefully, it's only one at a time. And hopefully, and if the bottles are 15 quid a bottle, that might calm some people down. But yeah, I bet you within about 3 minutes, they'll all be gone. Old Tom's whiskey. No, it's 8.5% strong beer. Little strong beer. Right, gotta run before I get a bollocking. Cheers, everyone. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you probably on Wednesday night. Cheers, all. Oh, click off my breath. That's if I get it. Here we go. Cheers.